Islam Makhachev is the guy that needs to fight Topuria, not Paddy Pimblett, the guy who they brought in the cage last night after Topuria just knocked out Oliveira. Give me a break with that. Islam Makhachev can barely put on weight. He's trying to make weight. He's trying to get bigger, but it's not easy. Here's his quote. I'm trying to get bigger, but it's not easy, man. All my life I've been cutting weight. Now that I want to bulk up, my weight just stays the same. Islam's moving up to welterweight, but he's telling us he can't put on weight? So he sounds like a 155er still. Still not enough? Haven't convinced nobody? Okay, well, I don't expect a Joe Rogan quote to convince anybody. This is the first smart thing he said in years. But I gotta convince you guys. This would not be happening if Makhachev fights Topuria. None of this lovey-dovey, hugging, slapping hands, high-fiving, respect, bring your family to the fight type shit's gonna be happening if Islam fights Topuria. Paddy Pimblett and Ilia Topuria actually don't have any beef at all. There's no tension between the two. At least not compared to Dagestan versus Georgian tension. At least not compared to pound for pound number one, Islam Makhachev versus, people are arguing pound for pound number one, Topuria right now. They're missing the Michael Chandler fight, but this is Paddy Pimblett's record, plus a fight against Chandler where he finished him in 3 rounds. That's his best win, Michael Chandler. Look what he's got here. Jared Gordon, Ferguson, old Ferguson, who almost beat him and gassed him out in round 3. Ferguson was winning round 3 at the end. Crazy. Bobby Green got tapped out in seconds. Paddy didn't have to go through adversity. Bobby Green got knocked out even after that. Bobby Green's old man now. And then he beat Chandler. Who lost his touch? Who's kind of sloppy? Let's be honest. Who's pretty privileged? Let's be honest. He can't be fighting Topuria. Topuria's last 3 fights are Volkanovski, former pound for pound number 1. Max Holloway, fan favorite. Knockout of the year in 2024 on the biggest fight card of 2024. Max Holloway, UFC 300. The man of the year. Then he beat Charles, a fan favorite, beloved by everybody. Crazy. Compare that to Chandler, Bobby Green, and old Tony Ferguson. Now, I do want to see Paddy versus Topuria, no doubt. But he has to fight somebody. He has to fight Arman. In a perfect world, Arman, but I know UFC would never let that happen. So at the bare minimum, give him Gaethje. He has to get another win. Come on. You might think Paddy and Ilia have beef after seeing that altercation in the cage, but I found a video of them at a weigh-in supporting their teammates, and there was no issue. Actually, Paddy Pimblett walks up to Topuria on stage and daps him up and gives him a high-five handshake. Look at this. There's Paddy, and Ilia Topuria is right behind these guys right here. There's Paddy. Paddy shakes Dana White's hand, and then he's going to look for Topuria and shake his hand. Because they have respect for each other. That's Ilia. That's Ilia. Paddy's smiling. He went out of his way to dap up Ilia. Look, no one even knew Ilia was on stage. Paddy Pimblett knew. That's Ilia. Where's the issue? Where's the beef? There is none. Ilia pushed Paddy yesterday in the octagon for clicks, for views, for fun. I mean, we already seen this with Cormier and Lesnar. We're going to get to this. But they pushed each other. I mean, this happens all the time. It's gimmicky. Come on. This is what happens behind the scenes right here. Paddy Pimblett daps up Topuria when he sees him, when they walk past each other, in the hallways, on stage, anywhere but the post-fight UFC Octagon interview. They're going to be dapping each other up, and they're going to be nice. Next up in the strawweight division, Sean O'Bannon. And Ilia had no problem extending his hand for a handshake. You know? I mean, compare that Compare that to this from yesterday. This is just competitive trash talk. Very light, very brief competitive trash talk. I've never heard this before. You could never knock me out. You could never knock me out. First time I heard that. Do you know what Islam and Topuria would say in this cage? Just imagine. Ilia would be like, I will drag you to the corner in front of Khabib, and I will ask him what his favorite submission is, and I will tap you out with that exact thing. I'm a Georgian, I am a Dagestani's kryptonite. And Islam could just talk to him and say, I'm the true pound for pound. You're short, I'm strong, no one's checked your grappling. Paddy, what can he say? Oh, I just beat Chandler, man. Better watch out. I just beat Chandler, I know you're quivering. I saw Jared Gordon beat Paddy myself. Paddy's a great fighter. I'm sure he would win in a rematch. Maybe. Maybe. He's fun, he's exciting, but he needs one more win. I mean, that was a weak interaction, to be honest. That didn't sell me on it. Compare that to this exact same gimmick that was done by DC years ago in 2018 when he was going to fight Brock Lesnar. They did it the right way.
He's a guy that I've known for a long time. He's a wrestler. He's an All-American. He's a former UFC champion.
This call-out's already way better than anything Ilia said, than anything Paddy said, and the shoving didn't even happen yet.
I never thought I would fight him, but Brock Lesnar, get your ass in here.
Man, UFC promo was like times 10 a few years ago. They were so much more harsh. Bring trash talking back. Damn! Did you see that? Brock Lesnar shoved Cormier all the way across the cage.
Get your ass in here.
Now that's how you shove somebody. That's how you shove somebody.
Push me now, you go to sleep later.
Damn, I'm pumped. I want to watch Brock Lesnar versus DC now after watching this. And it's 2025. That was promo. That was hype. That was the shit. Compare that to this. What the hell was this week's shit?
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna put my.
I don't get knocked out.
You get knocked out.
Here it is. What is this week's shit? This was a timid, mild version of Brock vs. DC.
I finish you.
Even before the fight.
I finish you, little
Get
man.
that fuck your ass from here.
I finish
Get
you.
These guys don't have the beef. But I'm telling you, I guarantee you, these guys do. Ilia couldn't even mention his damn name. He couldn't. This is the fight that needs to happen. How many times do I gotta say it? Islam versus JDM is not even booked yet. It's not on the UFC schedule as far as I'm aware. Islam's having trouble putting on the weight. They're trying to skip Paddy to the title shot when he just beat Chandler. Come on, let's not give Ilia a padded record. There's a lot of guys that could be GOATs. But UFC will blow that and ruin it if they give them a padded record. When we look at Ilia Topuria's record, we're going to see Volk, then Max Holloway, then Charles Oliveira, then Paddy. The schedule in the lineup is supposed to get stronger. It's supposed to get more exciting, more competitive. It's not supposed to go down in quality. It's not supposed to go down in competition. I mean, come on, Paddy Pimblett. He's not even in the same stratosphere as Charles, Max, and Volk. And look what happened to them. Now, I would love to see this fight with one more win by Paddy Pimblett. Preferably Armin. If it's got to be Justin Gaethje, so be it. But this needs to be the fight. This is the fight. Bring Islam back to lightweight. We got to. Let JDM fight someone else. Let him fight a contender at welterweight. He can fight Sean Brady. Shavkat can fight Bilal. And then Kamaru Usman, he can fight Leon Edwards. I mean, seriously, it's not that hard. Give him a 4th fight against Leon Edwards if he wants to get a title shot. Leon Edwards looks like he's done. Anyway, that's not even what we're talking about. JDM has guys he can fight at welterweight. This is JDM's record. Who deserves to fight Islam? Topuria, whose last 3 wins are against Volk, Max Holloway, and Charles Oliveira, or JDM, and his last 3 wins are Kevin Holland, Old Gilbert Burns, and a decision against Bilal Muhammad. It's a no-brainer. Ilia Topuria deserves to fight Makhachev. It's a no-brainer. Here's Paddy Pimblett's record. Add on to the Chandler fight. They're missing that Chandler fight. Who deserves to fight Ilia Topuria? Islam Makhachev, who's coming off of 4 title defenses? Or Paddy Pimblett, whose last 3 fights are Old Ferguson, Old Bobby Green, and finally Old Chandler? The more I talk, the more this fight needs to happen. I don't want this. I don't want this dapping up. I don't want this. Ilia and Paddy handshaking. I don't want that. I want real issues. I want real competitive spirit. I can just feel the tension. Islam's team can barely talk about Topuria. Topuria and his team can barely talk about Islam. They won't even mention each other's names. They're acting like the other guy doesn't even exist. Because they actually have spite deep down for each other. Not saying that's healthy, but that's good for the fans. That's what I want to see. 2 guys that cannot stand each other. They will not handshake, dap each other up. They might respect each other's records. They might be aware of each other's skills. But man, people believe Islam's pound for pound. People believe Ilia's pound for pound. No one believes JDM is pound for pound right now. No one believes Paddy is pound for pound right now. So why wouldn't these 2 guys fight each other? So let me know what you guys think. Do you think Paddy Pimblett should fight Ilia Topuria? Or should we actually make the title fight mean something? And we have Islam Makhachev dropped to 155. He can't even put on weight, he said. He's struggling. Go back to lightweight. Fight Ilia Topuria. Let's find out who's pound for pound number 1. I'll catch you guys next time. Later.